Hello students, welcome to today's class. Today we will discuss how to draw the ray diagram of the images formed by a convex and concave lens, and how do we locate the images formed by these spherical lenses. This topic is very important. So for locating the images formed by convex and concave lens, we consider certain rays. So see which are the rays we use to locate the images formed by these spherical lenses. So you know the lenses are of two types, convex lens and concave lens. So in the case of a convex lens, so this is the symbol of a convex lens, and this horizontal line is the principal axis, and this point is the optical center. The first ray, the ray which passes through the optical center of the convex lens, goes undeviated. The ray of light which strikes at the optical center of a convex lens passes undeviated. The ray of light which strikes at the optical center, it strikes normally. That is why it goes undeviated. The same in the case of concave lens. The ray of light which strikes at the optical center of a concave lens goes undeviated. The ray of light which strikes at the optical center of a concave lens passes undeviated. The same in the case of convex lens also. The ray of light which strikes at the optical center of convex lens passes undeviated. Now the next one. So you know this is the symbol of convex lens, and this horizontal line is the principal axis. Now the next one, the ray of light which comes parallel to the principal axis. This is the incident ray, and the incident ray comes parallel. The incident ray comes parallel to the principal axis of a convex lens. Then after passing through the convex lens, it will go through the principal focus. The ray of light which comes parallel to the principal axis of a convex lens, after passing through the convex lens, it goes through the principal focus. And in the case of a concave lens, if the incident ray comes parallel to the principal axis, if the incident ray comes parallel to the principal axis, it will diverge. And this ray, on producing backward, appear to go through the focus. If the incident ray comes parallel to the principal axis of a concave lens, the ray diverges, and this ray, on producing backward, it appears to go through the principal focus of a concave lens. Now the next one, if the incident ray comes through the focus of convex lens, the incident ray comes through the focus. The incident ray comes through the focus of convex lens. After passing through the lens, it becomes parallel to the principal axis. So the ray of light which if the incident ray comes through the principal focus of a convex lens, the ray of light which comes out from the convex lens go parallel to the principal axis. Now next, in the case of a concave lens, if the incident ray this is the incident ray, it appears to go through the focus. The incident ray appears to go through the focus of concave lens. After refraction, it becomes parallel to the principal axis. So these are the rays which we use to locate the images formed by a convex lens and concave lens. The images are of two types, real image and virtual image. Real image is the image which is formed by the actual intersection of the refracted rays, and the in the case of a virtual image is formed not due to the actual intersection of the refracted rays. When the refracted rays appear to meet, in that case a virtual image is formed, and real image is always inverted and virtual image is always erect. A real image can be obtained on a screen, but virtual image cannot be obtained on a screen. So these are some of the differences between real image and virtual image. Now we will see the images formed by convex lens and concave lens when the objects are kept at different positions. Now we see the images formed by a convex lens when the objects are kept at various positions. So here this one, a horizontal line which is drawn, that is a horizontal line which is drawn, that is taken as the principal axis. This x-axis, that is the principal axis, and the vertical line, that is the position of the lens. And this point where this horizontal line and vertical line intersect, that point is taken as the optical center. Now from optical center we mark the principal focus. Suppose that from optical center 10 centimeter apart, I mark the focus. If the focus is 10 centimeter apart, then its double will be 20 centimeter apart, the 2f will come. Then this side also you have to mark it equal from the focus. Then double of this focal length, that is 2f. I marked the f and 2f on either side. The distance from optical center to focus is 10 centimeter. Then its double will be the 2f. From optical center 10 cm apart I marked focus, so from optical center 20 cm apart I marked the 2f. So on either side you have to mark this focus equidistant from the optical center. Now suppose that the object is kept beyond 2f. Object is kept beyond 2f. I give the object beyond 2f. So this is an object. I give name for this object as AB. Now we have to locate the images. So we have to draw two incident rays. I have already told you which are the incident rays we have to use. One is the ray of light which comes parallel to the principal axis. If the incident ray comes parallel to the principal axis, then after refraction it will go through the focus. And if the incident ray comes through the optical center, it will pass undeviated. And if the incident ray comes through the focus, then it will become parallel to the principal axis. So first incident ray I draw parallel to the principal axis. So this incident ray I have drawn parallel to the principal axis. This incident ray is drawn parallel to the principal axis. If the incident ray comes parallel to the principal axis, after refraction it will go through the focus. So this ray is going through the focus. So this is the ray after refraction. Now the next one we will draw through the optical center. The ray which goes through the optical center will go undeviated. The ray which passes through the optical center, that will go undeviated. So this is one refracted ray, this is another refracted ray. Both the refracted rays meet at this point where these rays after refraction meet, where the image is formed. So the image of A is formed here. So that is A dash and this B dash. So here you can see an inverted image is formed. And a real image is formed because these rays after refraction, this is one refracted ray, this is another refracted rays. Both these refracted rays actually meet. So a real image is formed, a real image. And where the image is formed between F and 2F on the other side. Image is formed between F and 2F on the other side. Now you compare the size of the image. You can see that the size of the image is smaller than the size of the object. If the size of the image is smaller than the size of the object, then we call it as diminished. So the image formed is diminished. Then what are the characteristics of the image formed? So you can see the image of A is formed here and the image of B is formed here. So it is an inverted image. The characteristics of the image formed: real, inverted, diminished, and the position of the image is between F and 2F on the other side. Now we keep an object between F and 2F. So AB is an object which is kept between F and 2F. Then how do we locate the image? So we can use any two rays starting from the same point. So one ray, suppose that one ray is drawn parallel to the principal axis. So the incident ray is drawn parallel to the principal axis. So this is the incident ray drawn parallel to the principal axis. The incident ray which is drawn parallel to the principal axis of convex lens. After refraction it will go through the focus. So it will go through the focus. The incident ray which comes parallel to the principal axis of convex lens, after refraction it will go through the focus. Now drawing another ray passing through the optical center. Passing through the optical center. The ray which will go through the optical center will go undeviated. So the ray which is going through the optical center goes undeviated, and both these refracted rays meet beyond 2f. Beyond 2f. Both meet beyond 2f. So the image is formed here. So the image of A is formed at this point, and the image of B is formed at this point. So this is the image formed by this convex lens. So when the object is kept between f and 2f, the image is formed beyond 2f on the other side. And what type of image is formed? A real image is formed. Why do we call it as a real image? Because this image is formed due to the actual intersection of the refracted rays. Then compare the size of the image. You can see that the size of the image is bigger than the size of the object. Whenever the size of the image is bigger than the size of the object, then we call the image is magnified. And you can see that the image of A is formed here and the image of B is formed here. So it is an inverted image. So these are the characteristics of the image formed when the object is between f and 2f. The image formed is real, inverted, magnified. The position of the image is beyond 2f on the other side. So this is about the location of the image and the characteristics of the image formed by convex lens. So we can keep the object at various positions. We can keep the object at 2f, and in that case also we can draw the ray diagram in the same manner by taking any two rays. So you can take either one ray parallel to the principal axis, which is parallel to the principal axis. After refraction it will go through the focus, or the ray which passes through the optical center will go undeviated, or the ray which comes through the focus after refraction becomes parallel to the principal axis. That way we can draw the ray diagram. The position of the object may be anywhere. If the object is at 2f, then in that case the image is formed at 2f on the other side. But the ray diagram we will construct in the same manner. When the object is at 2f, the image is also formed at 2f on the other side. Then the characteristics of the image formed are real, inverted, and the size of the image is same as the size of the object. And we can also keep the object at infinity, very far. In that case, the image will be formed at the focus. Characteristics real, inverted, and highly diminished. So this is about the characteristics and the location of the image formed by a convex lens. Now we will see the characteristics of the image formed by a concave lens. Now we see the image formed by a concave lens. The object can be anywhere. So in that case also we have given 3 rays. Out of that 3 rays we can use any 2 rays. So you see here. So this is a concave lens, and this horizontal line is the principal axis, and this vertical line, that is the lens, and it is a concave lens. And this point where this horizontal line and vertical line, or x-axis and y-axis intersect, that is the optical center. So I keep an object beyond 2f, keeping an object beyond 2f. Then to locate the image form, I draw 2 rays. So one ray I draw parallel to the principal axis. So this is a ray going parallel to the principal axis. It will diverge. It will diverge. So this is the divergent ray. This one on producing backward, it will appear to pass through the focus. So this way we construct. One ray is drawn parallel to the principal axis, it diverges, and this ray on producing backward, it appears to go through the focus. So this object's name I give it as AB. And another ray I draw from the same point A, which is going through the optical center. The ray which goes through the optical center will go undeviated. The ray which is passing through the optical center, that will pass undeviated. So you can see this is this is a refracted ray which is produced backward, is this one, and the optical center passes undeviated, where both these rays appear to meet. Where both of these rays appear to meet. Here both the rays appear to meet. So here the image is formed. The image of A is formed here, that is taken as A dash. And the image of B is formed here, that is taken as B dash. You can see the size of the image. Size of the image is much smaller than the size of the object. So we can say that the image formed is diminished. And what type of image is formed? Here you can see the refracted rays are not actually meeting. They appear to meet. So in that case, a virtual image is formed. So image formed is virtual, and virtual image is always erect. Virtual, erect, and diminished image is formed. And in the case of a concave lens, the image formed is always virtual. Virtual, diminished, and erect. Wherever be the position of the object. Wherever be the position of the object, a concave lens always form a virtual, erect, and diminished image. So this topic is very, very important. Every year one question comes to construct a ray diagram and locate the image and write down the characteristics of the image. So you can easily construct a ray diagram by remembering these rays. Okay. So in next class we will discuss another topic.